Hey everyone, the Psyman rises back with more Lost Judgement. Wait, hold on, let's whip out. Let me just see my skills first. I'll save up some more first, man. Wait. Wait, what am I doing here then anyway? Look at wiretapping on Buzz Researcher. Oh, here we go. Well, how does this thing work, man? Oh, they caught the guy already. I want to check this out. Did they caught the guy already? Right, let's go then, shall we? Right, here we go, go. So this is where they found out wiretapper. Already quite a crowd here.
You don't make sense.
As I've already told you, I'm here to locate them, not plant them. That sounds like I'm a detective from Yokohama 99. I picked up a wiretap signal here, so I came to sweep it for it. You're a detective. Who hired you? Well, detectives have a strict code of client confidentiality, but I admit this wasn't for an official case, but more my own curiosity. So, your curiosity? Yeah, that sounds like the likely cover story for a serial bugger, like people have been complaining about. And you definitely look the part.
Well...
Oh, there. Tsukumo's about to get pinched.
Hey!
Tsukumo.
Yagamishi!
What timing, Yagamishi? Or could you really use your backup? This security guard is accusing me of plaguing the town with bugs. You know this guy?
Yep.
Yes, we've been friends for a long time. Just as he said, he's a detective, and he's definitely not the kind to resort to such shady jobs. I'm not so sure I should be trusting you either. Not trustworthy, huh? Quick flash of this could take care of it. What shall I tell him? What shall I show him? I'll show him the detective or the lawyer's badge. Let's show him the lawyer's badge. My name's Takayuki Yagami, I'm a lawyer. If you're going to treat my friend like a criminal without proof, this badge might have to come into play at some point. Huh? You're a lawyer. Heh. Well, if a lawyer's vouching for him, then I don't see a problem. Heh. Sorry about that. Have a nice day.
I owe you one.
My, well, thank you for your assistance, Yagamishi. Truly, you rescued me in the nick of time.
Hey.
What was all that about anyway? That wasn't the first time I've heard of wiretapping causing a fuss around here. Indeed, supposedly there's a detective in Ijincho who's been offering his services for a wide variety of illegal purposes. Yeah, I heard something about a corrupt detective earlier, so he's the wiretapper that security guard was hoping to catch.
Sure.
Presumably so. This individual's performed some rather unsavory duties for clients, assisting stalkers and loan sharks in finding their targets, for example. This guy sounds pretty awful. Any legit detective would turn those clients down. I wholly agree. The notion of allowing this man to tarnish the title of detective did not sit well with me. Hence, I was driven to the field to investigate. But I just wound up being accused of performing the deed I was attempting to stop. Goodness, whatever can I do?
Nah.
Maybe just try cutting out the sly grins and conspiratorial giggles when you're on the job. But I can't help grinning when dealing with such fascinating subjects. Oh, how about instead I have you continue the investigation for me? You can use this to track clandestine signals. Clandestine signals invented by yours truly.
Huh?
You want me to do it? Yes, it appears I am destined to bear the cost of the suspicious individual, but you clearly have no worries of that. Oh, I don't know about that.
Yep.
Well, I certainly do. You've got an ace up your sleeve, an attorney's badge. You can flash in a pinch. So, that being said, please take this with you. Detector. You said this thing picks up clandestine signals? Precisely. It can detect anything emitting a suspicious signature from up to a few tens of meters away. Bugs spy cams like that. There's a signal coming from behind this building. Perhaps you should look for its source.
Gotcha.
Alright. Behind the building. Got it. I'll give it a try. A detective antenna. The detector. The gadget allows you to track down sources of electronic signals. The blinking light indicates the detector's proximity to the signal emitting device. The indicator will blink green when correctly facing the direction of the source. When the signal grows stronger, move in the direction to uncover its source. Use it by assessing the detector app from gadgets. Yagamishi, have you tracked it down yet? I'd start with going behind the building if I were you, and you might want to hurry. Apparently, this corrupt detective is very swift to reclaim his tech once the job is done, or even if he suspects someone is onto him. I see. I'll have to get on it then. Search the parking lot. What the hell, man? What am I looking for? Green light.
Bingo.
Well, here we go. Found it. This car's giving off a weird signal.
Huh?
Perhaps a bug of some sort's been planted in the car. Interested in my car, are you?
Excuse me.
Sorry about that. I'm Takayuki Yagami, a detective. Oh, a real-life detective. I'm Matoya Agami. I'm a prosecutor. Oh, so you're a public prosecutor. To be honest, I've loved mysteries since I was little. Detectives are so fascinating, but I never thought I'd actually meet one like this. Well, Mr. Detective, what business do you have with my car? Are you on a case? Is there a mystery here right now? Well, there seems to be a series of illicit snooping activities going on around town lately, so I'm looking into the matter. And for some reason your car's emitting a rather strange signal. Oh, do you think my car's bugged? That depends. Do you have any conversations in there that you wouldn't want others to hear? Yes, certainly, discussing the day's upcoming trials with my secretary and such. Could that be a reason someone would want to bug my car?
Yep.
It is possible. May I search it for you? By all means. The signal's coming from this stuffed animal. It really was in his car. Ogami-san, I think I've found the source of the signal. That's Misuyami-kun's. That's Misuyami-kun's. Oh, she was the one who planted it, huh? Who was that lady? This belongs to my secretary, Musuyami. Masayumi. Is that Masuyu? Holy moly, man. How do you pronounce that? Masuyami-kun.
Huh?
Oh, crap. Damn it. You shall pay for your part in this sordid crime. Out of the way, nerd. I'll take kickboxing classes every week. I'm serious. And I am Makoto Tsukumo, master of the Yagami style, and I shall not hold back, even against a lady as yourself. Wah, you know kung fu? Just my luck. Excellent, Tsukumo. You've really gotten good at that. Your form was perfect. I've seen you fight enough times for the look of it to rub off at least. Alright, Masuyami-san, let's hear it. What's the meaning of this, Masuyami-kun? I'm sorry, I've been paid off. Wah, by whom? Was it that one defendant's lawyer? Yes, he claimed to be working for them. He also said he's a detective. A detective, probably the villainous detective who's become the talk of the town. Could you describe the person for us? I don't know what he looks like. We only talked over the phone and he didn't video chat with me. What about his voice or speaking mannerisms then? Any noticeable dialect? I'm not sure. He was real quiet and kept his speaking to a minimum. I do think he's a male though. Did you record the conversation? No, I was instructed not to. Damn, if only we had some sort of evidence we could use.
Excuse me.
Did he happen to give you his name? No, but he said he runs the illegal detective agency. Wow, pretty brazen approach. He sure doesn't beat around the bush, does he? Bribery. Masuyama-kun, how could you do this? Once he offered me the 3 million, I couldn't help myself. Heaven help me, what am I to do with you. Fire her, obviously, innit? Nice work. We even got compensated for our efforts. That Masuyami girl's definitely getting canned, if not jail time on top of it. Well, she certainly could have thought of that before she bugged her boss. And wow, who would have guessed we'd learn about a corrupt detective in town? We didn't find the guy, but he seems busy enough that we'll probably get another crack at him.
Yep.
I agree. Agent Cho seems to be suffering the strangest plague of illicit spying. And I believe my handy dandy detector could serve as the perfect antidote to this plague.
In other words...
Are you suggesting we comb the whole city for bugs with that thing? That sounds like an awful lot of unpaid work. In that case, you should try consulting the buzz researcher first to help pinpoint where you ought to search. Anything that gives off strong signals, such as wireless bugs and spy cameras, are prone to causing interference. Televisions and phones all suffer from some sort of noise when in the vicinity of covert broadcasting devices.
Oh.
Interesting. So if I filter the noise or something along those lines, there's a chance I could track down a bug wherever the posts are appearing. Indeed, that's a very real possibility that there are victims. There's a very real possibility that there are victims on the other ends of those bugs and spy cameras.
I see.
I see. Makes sense. Okay, I'll give it a try soon. Best of luck. As upstanding detectives, it's our duty to take down the villainous investigator. Right, can we get back to the main case, please? The main story. Okay, so we're going back to Yokohama. I don't want to fight you, they don't want to fight. Give me your SP, then give me some SP.
And stay down.
Indeed, man.
What a waste.
Hold on, why can't I switch this freaking marker off? Indeed. Oh, don't crash into me, man. Oh, well, now what?
Hello?
Yagami-san, do you have a minute? It's Shirosaki.
Oh, I was just about to call you. I was gonna say I've got some leads on the murder. By the way, you wouldn't happen to know a Detective Watanabe, would you? From Kanagawa PD?
Oh, yes. He came asking me about the harassment case. Apparently he couldn't interview Ehara, so he got us instead.
Wanna know why that is? Apparently Tokyo PD suspects Ehara might be linked to the murder in some way. And since they don't want Kanagawa stealing the show, they're blocking their investigators out.
That does make sense. Not in a bureaucratic way.
By the way, when's your next appointment with Ehara?
As soon as we're ready, honestly. Did you want to come along?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that. But I'd like to do a bit more research beforehand. I want to know exactly how Ihara's crime played out.
Funny you should say that. Hoshino-kun just told me he's going to re-inspect the crime scene tomorrow. He said it'd be best to plot Ihara's movement from Ikebukuro all the way to Shinjuku, where he was caught.
No kidding. Then I ought to go with.
If that's the case, hold on one sec.
Okay.
Yagami-san? It's me, Hoshino. I'm stoked to hear you'll be helping me out tomorrow.
I'm stoked to be there. Oh, and could you bring the statements from Ihara's arrest with you? It'd be a huge help if you could walk me through what happened on site.
You got it. We'll be starting from Ikebukuro Station, so just meet me there tomorrow.
Will do. See you then.
I can deal with the rest tomorrow. I think it's time to recharge, indeed, indeed. Just get up and recharge, man. Sleep, sleep, sleep. I'm almost going to sleep myself, actually. Wait, let's rest, man. I need to meet up with Hoshino-kun at Ikebukuro Station. Probably best to take a taxi, indeed, man. Obviously, we're not going to walk there, for crying out loud. Taxi, where are you? There's one right here. Conveniently. Hold on, let me just beat these up first. I want some SP, man.
Really, guys?
Wait. What station was it again? Oh, here we go. Up here.
Okay, see that sign right there? Ihara was leaning on that before the incident. Yep, just like that. He was standing around searching for a victim. Ihara's the man in the cap and sunglasses.
That's him deciding who to attack. Damn, looking at it now, he is pretty suspicious.
So, Ihara was lingering at the platform a while, huh?
Yeah, he walked past the ticket gate at 7:43 a.m. This was confirmed by the security tapes as well as when he swiped his transit card. After that, he wandered the platform an entire hour ogling women.
He spent that long choosing a target?
Yeah, sick, isn't it?
And the security camera that caught him would be... that one?
That's right.
Ikebukuro is pretty famous for its sheer amount of foot traffic. In a station like this, the cameras almost never have a blind spot.
Anyhow, at 9:06 a.m., Ihara finally honed in on his would-be victim. Then he boarded her train, which was departing for Shinjuku.
She's the one in the pink cardigan and white skirt?
Yeah, Yui Mamiya, an office worker and mother of a 6-year-old boy. The two of them show up on the train's interior cam as well. According to the victim's statement, Ihara began by rubbing her posterior with the back of his hand. But it didn't stop there. After that, he put his hand up her skirt.
Pretty sickening.
I'm assuming he targeted someone shy, thinking she wouldn't resist. Makes me angry just thinking about it. The victim stated she was too scared to call for help, meaning she endured this for 6 minutes until the train reached its stop in Shinjuku.
Can you send what you just showed me to my phone?
Sure. Now let's head to Shinjuku Station. Then we can watch as the jerk gets busted. Even if we did defend him in court, an asshole's still an asshole.
Indeed, indeed.
Looks like we're getting close to Shinjuku.
The train's pretty light right now, but it was packed during the crime, right?
Oh yeah, the car occupancy at that time of day can easily reach 180%.
And Ahara should have been standing roughly where I am.
Is there anything I can conclude from looking around?
Hey.
There's Hoshino-kun, Gendalor's bright young attorney. He's on this case to help out Saori-san. I thought I heard they were dating, but from what Genda-sensei tells me, it hasn't really gone anywhere. Oh, why that? Why that?
Suspicious.
This footage was recorded by the security camera in the train, and I'm standing roughly where Ahara was. Okay, so what else is there to look?
Uh-huh.
Man, these investigations, it's always hard to highlight what you're looking for. Oh man, the car's pretty empty right now, but when Ahara committed his crime, it was 180% full. 100% full meaning that all seats and straps are being used by a passenger.
Suspicious. What the?
The car's pretty... Oh man, same thing again. What else is there to check out then, man?
Hey.
The train's heading to Shinjuku Station from Ikebukuro. Ikebukuro is about 6 minutes from departure to arrival. Oh, what else is there to check then? Holy moly, man. Oh man, holy moly. What else is there to check, for crying out loud? Oh, God, looking for everything here, man. Look, there's nothing here. Oh, damn it, you have to... all the... Oh man, what the hell did you... Holy moly, man. What the hell is there left... What's left to see? What else is there left to see? Oh man, I don't know what the hell is there left to look at? God damn it, man.
Hey.
Hoshino Kun's attorney badge, although he doesn't look much like doesn't look like much at first glance. He did get top marks on the bar exam. Oh, God's sake, what else is there left to look at? I don't know. God's sake, these little things, man. Ah, for crying out loud, it's annoying. This is annoying, man. Can we just skip this? Look, I'm going all over the place and I can't find anything. Oh, for crying out loud, man. Oh man, I'm looking at everything, man. What is there to look at? Is there anything up there? There's nothing up there. There's nothing on these either, is there? Oh, I don't know what to look at, man. For crying out, can we just skip this? God's sake. This is where Ihara did his dirty work. What else should I check out? Okay, the security camera that caught Ihara. Where would that be? Oh my God's sake. Where would... The security cameras on the trains are probably above the doors somewhere. God damn it. Where's the camera then? Oh my God, finally a security camera that records the train's interior. These were installed to detect train grippers, or at the very least identify them. Oh, for crying out, finally at last, man. They should make highlighting things more easier.
Ihara and Mamiya-san both exited the train and got onto the platform here. But right before that, Mamiya-san suddenly grabbed Ihara's wrist and yanked his hand out from under her skirt. That's when she got a good look at her assailant.
So without a doubt, she saw it was him.
Yes, and there were also traces of her garments on his hand during evidence analysis. Anyway, after being grabbed, Ihara wrenched himself free and took off at a sprint. See, here he gets off the train and bolts across the platform. And Mamiya-san chases after him, asking people around her for help.
This is what they kept looping on TV.
Yeah. And honestly, with all this evidentiary footage, defending him in court was a lost cause.
Was there any security footage that wasn't aired on TV?
Sure, take a look around you. There's more than just one camera pointed at us. They're practically everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
As for what I was saying earlier, Ihara was finally tackled right in front of those stairs. Oh, right. I have a diagram of the platform to show you.
So Ihara gets off the train here, and then gets apprehended here. How far apart is that?
Roughly 100 meters. Both he and the victim were weaving their way through the crowd. The whole scene was very chaotic. Even after Ihara was caught, the train was stalled 20 minutes until the area was deemed safe.
Hey, you think we could get the positions of all these cameras and where they're pointing penciled in?
Good idea. Let's check each camera's position as we walk over to where Ihara was detained.
More
That's where he
investigating.
got tackled. So if you could let me know whenever you see a camera, I can mock it up on our diagram here.
Oh my God, more of this shit. Holy moly, man. Fucking hell. God damn it. I thought that was it. More of this shit, man. Just... Are we searching in the train or what then? Oh my God. The security cameras are hung from the ceiling of the platform. There should be 3 of them around here. Oh, for God's sake, fucking hell. Oh, here's one, and that.
Hey.
Look, you highlight it like that, and it's. Oh man, that should make it more easier to highlight.
Hey.
I see one, yeah. So that's done that. There's another one.
Suspicious.
Holy moly, Ahura ran off in the opposite direction. Probably don't need to mark this camera. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Isn't that one right there?
What the?
Crying out loud, man. Have to get exact positioning. Looks like there are more cameras over there, but they're kind of too far. Gonna forget about marking them for now and check the cameras around here first. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. What other cameras ahead? I don't see any more. Ah, for crying out loud, man. Could spend years searching for another camera. And what does this? Doesn't this one count? Oh, it's that one. Looks like there are more cameras. Oh, for fuck's sake! What do you mean the one's head? There's only like two. The one up here. So where's the other one here then, man? What's that, is it? Oh, for crying out loud. This is so fucking annoying. Got this one already. Oh, what? Oh, for crying out loud, man. Where else is there a camera then? Where? Does that one count? Oh man, I can't find any more. Where are they? God damn it. Fucking hell. Oh, bloody hell. There isn't three though, man. Well, where's the last one then? For fuck's sake. I can't find it, for fuck's sake. Oh, bloody hell. Where's the last camera, for fuck's sake, man? Oh, bloody hell, this is so annoying. We got this one already, for fuck's sake. Oh, bloody hell. Why doesn't this one count? Bloody hell. So no, there isn't another camera, for fuck's sake. Ah, bloody hell, bloody hell, bloody hell. Where's the last one hiding, for fuck's sake, man? Man. This is ridiculous. I spent fucking 10 minutes on this, for fuck's sake. Oh, where's the... Oh, fuck's sake, where's the last one? For God's sake, how come... Oh, bloody hell, bloody hell. They've got to be near here, ain't they? Where is it, though? Fucking hell, man. What about this thing? This thing isn't there, is it?
Suspicious.
Oh, for fuck's sake, that was there. For fuck's sake, no more of this, please.
Looks like we checked all the nearby cameras. Let's go up a little further now.
Fucking hell, more? Oh, you gotta be joking, yeah? I don't want any more of this crappy investigation shit, man. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell, fucking hell.
Hey.
Another one, another one. Quickly get this over with, man. Get out of the way, I'm finding cameras.
Suspicious. What the? Suspicious.
Ah,
Looks
fuck's
like we
sake.
checked all the nearby cameras. Let's move on.
Oh my god, more? Oh, please, no. Oh, bloody hell, you have to make me do this shit.
Hey,
Hurry up and get this over with, man.
suspicious. What the? What the?
Fucking hell.
Okay, looks like we got all the cameras.
Ah,
Our
finally.
diagram is now complete.
God damn it, man. This diagram represents the station at the time of the groping. O'Hara got off the train at around 9:12 a.m. on October 7th. From the deboarding area, he ran in the direction of the arrow. Then he was tackled by concerned citizens.
Now we'll pencil in the camera locations and what directions they're pointing.
So each of the orange areas represents a security camera's field of view. Is there anything I can take note of while I'm looking at this overhead view?
What the?
O'Hara and the victim disembarked here. The train pulled in at 9:12 a.m. The victim was gripping O'Hara's hand, but he broke free of her. Then he tried to run away. Does this dotted part of the arrow indicate a blind spot between the cameras? If so, there won't be any footage of O'Hara running around through here.
Hey,
This arrow shows the path O'Hara and the victim took as they ran from the platform to O'Hara's point of capture.
what the? Hey,
This is where O'Hara got tackled by the witnesses. Multiple others on the scene documented this with their smartphone cameras. This is what they call eyewitness footage. I bet the TV stations show out for this sort of thing.
So this was the general situation when O'Hara committed his crime. What do you think, Yagami-san? Anything of note?
do you think O'Hara and Mamiya-san were riding the train pretty frequently?
Oh yeah, Mamiya-san commuted by train. She was here every weekday. Same goes for O'Hara, actually, but he was off that day. Supposedly he was going to see his wife, even though they're separated.
Did he ever say why he wandered around the platform for an hour?
He said the thought of his wife had him flustered and he couldn't force himself to board the train. He always had an excuse ready for anything you asked him, including the harassment charges. He pled not guilty, but the evidence said otherwise. There wasn't a single argument we could make in court to establish reasonable doubt.
Safe to say he did it. But on the same day, he knew his son's bully would be murdered in Ijincho. Pretty clear it wasn't a spontaneous need to grab some ass.
I agree. It's almost like all the commotion around the harassment might have been planned out. Maybe everything was, even down to getting captured.
Yeah. You really played everyone by turning harassment into an alibi for murder. No matter how much evidence points to him as a killer, you can deny it with complete immunity.
This is getting crazier by the minute.
At the very least, he had something to do with it. Some connection. But I can't imagine he'll talk. Whatever his plan is, it's pretty clear Ihara is committed.
To what? Getting revenge for his son?
I think so.
Who do you think his accomplices could be? Ihara is a veteran cop. Think maybe he knows how to hire an actual assassin? If so, he could have just paid for his revenge, right?
Sure. But assassins cost an arm and a leg. He wasn't rich before all this, was he?
No. He barely scraped up enough to cover his lawsuit against the school.
Not so.
I've gone to the scenes of both the murder and the train groping. That should be all the places I need to see.
Hey, it's Shiosaki.
What's up, Sari-san?
I'm scheduling an interview with Ihara tomorrow at the Tokyo Detention Center. We'll take a taxi from Genda's if that all works for you.
Sounds good. But I need to head back to Ijincho for now.
Something you forgot to do?
Yeah. It involves Ihara's motive, which would be without a doubt his son's suicide. So I want to confirm if Mikoshiba really bullied the kid. And the best person to ask happens to be down in Ijincho.
Alright, then I'll let you get to it.
Cool. Then I'll see you tomorrow.
Mikoshiba, Ihara. Yeah, I think I saw everything there was to see at each of their crime scenes. Now all that's left is getting Sawa-sensei to talk. The key will be learning what happened with Ihara's son 4 years ago. I hope there's not too many of those investigation scenes where you got to highlight stuff, man. That's so bullshit. So fucking bullshit. Total waste of time, man. You have to get it exact. Make him tap.
Really, guys?
We'll just pick up some scrap. Well, there's this coin. Let's get the coin, man. How are we gonna get her to talk to us then? How are we gonna get Sawa Sensei to talk to us? Going up the lift, are we? Where's the stairs? There we go, go. Talk to us, talk to us.
Got a minute?
No, not for you. I really have nothing more to say.
What if I told you it's looking more and more likely Ihara-san had a hand in Mikoshiba's death?
Well, it doesn't concern me.
Ihara-san believes Mikoshiba tormented Toshiro-kun so badly that he took his own life. But neither the third-party investigation nor the courts were on his side. So what's the truth here? You know, don't you? What really happened between Mikoshiba and Toshiro-kun? Why won't you tell me the truth?
Why do you keep asking? I said I don't know!
I'm going to the detention center tomorrow to get some answers out of Ihara-san.
What?
I saw where Mikoshiba was murdered. He endured no shortage of cruelty before he died. They tortured him, you know. They broke all his fingers before they slit his throat.
No.
I know I'm putting her through a lot right now, but she's connected to this too. She's got information I need to know before I go see Ihara.
And somehow Ihara-san knew Mikoshiba would be killed on the day he got caught for groping. It's like he did it to prove he had nothing to do with the murder. But maybe that wasn't his real objective at all.
Huh?
I think he wanted to signal that he'd finally avenged his son.
The body belongs to a guy named Hiro Mikoshiba. 4 years ago, this man took my son from me by driving him to commit suicide.
If I'm gonna face him tomorrow, I can't go in without some ammunition. So, 4 years ago, did Mikoshiba bully Toshiro-kun or not? That's all I want to know.
My answer won't change. There's no evidence Mikoshiba-kun did anything wrong.
Are you sure about that? Take a look at this.
That's...
Toshiro Ihara, your student. Imagine that he's listening to what you're saying now. If you can look at him and say Mikoshiba played no part in his death, I'll leave you alone. In fact, you'll never hear a word from me again. So which is it?
"4 years ago, not long after I'd transferred here to teach English. That's when it started. I was trying my best to get acclimated, and I was finally on a first-name basis with everyone. One day, after school, I was out on the roof taking a break, when Toshiro-kun suddenly ran by. I called out to him to ask what was wrong, but he shushed me and kept running. I saw he had a bloody nose. Moments later, Mikoshiba-kun showed up. He was looking for him. I told him I hadn't seen him. Toshiro-kun's face told me everything I needed to know.
So Mikoshiba was bullying him after all.
Yes. Toshiro-kun told me this later on. Whenever he'd leave school with Mikoshiba-kun and his friends, they'd force him to hand over money. At first, they'd try to pass it off as a joke. They said since he lowered the class average on tests, he ought to buy them all drinks as an apology. And Mikoshiba-kun, he was having too much fun with it to stop. He started offering tutoring sessions to Toshiro-kun. Only so he and his crew could extract their tuition from him. They'd even break into his house while his mother was at work and take the money she left him for dinner. And if he couldn't pay, they'd beat him up at school or make him grovel in the bathroom.
Didn't anybody see what was really happening?
The teachers either saw nothing or turned a blind eye. Few students knew about it, though. Anyway, I ended up relaying everything Toshiro-kun had told me to those boys' homeroom teacher. Mind you, this teacher had tenure, title, and years of experience under his belt. Do you know what he told me? He said not to cause a commotion because those boys were about to graduate.
Why does that not surprise me?
To be honest, it was hard to paint such an outwardly model student in a negative light. There was also no hard evidence to support Toshiro-kun's story. But someone still should have stepped in to help. If only I'd understood that at the time.
You tried.
The only thing I tried was to keep an eye out for him. Making sure he wasn't alone, things like that. But unfortunately, that wasn't good enough. On the first morning of the third trimester, Toshiro-kun tied a towel to his doorknob and hung himself in his room.
And that's when you confronted Mikoshiba, right? You asked him point blank if you'd bullied him.
I did.
So 4 years ago, Sawa-sensei stood up to Mikoshiba for his terrible behavior. Then why has she kept that to herself for so long?
Mikoshiba-kun pretended to know nothing. He was more careful, shaken even, from then on. In all honesty, when I heard a third-party committee was investigating, I was hoping the truth would come out. Students were asked to fill out an anonymous questionnaire, and many of them wrote down exactly what they saw.
Hold on. Didn't the court end up declaring there was no substantial evidence of bullying? How could they have said that with those questionnaires on hand?
First of all, the committee never interviewed anyone directly. Those questionnaires were the only proof of anything. And the teacher of those boys was the one who collected them. Each time he came across any mention of bullying, he'd toss that questionnaire out. Also, he wouldn't get blamed in the end for ignoring the warning signs.
So then the committee was pointless.
A few students did speak up about the bullying online, but their posts weren't much to go on. Toshiro-kun's parents were completely caught off guard. His mother worked through the day, and his father lived all the way in Tokyo. That made it that much easier for the teacher to cover up all the evidence of bullying. He made that statement without even consulting the principal or the chairman. So, right before Mikoshiba-kun graduated, the committee presented their findings. That there was no evidence of bullying. The conclusion you've heard over and over.
What the hell?
In Japan, 300 children commit suicide every year, across all grades. Less than 3% are proven to be linked to bullying. Toshiro-kun's case ended up like that too. But Ehara-san wasn't satisfied with those findings, so he sued Seiryo High, demanding compensation for Toshiro-kun's death. As the trial dragged on, I was eventually called to the witness stand. Of course, my intention was to let everything I knew out into the open. But before that could happen, that damn teacher came with the school's attorney to see how I would testify.
They didn't want you making them look bad, huh?
Of course not. That's when I first learned what he did with those incriminating questionnaires. They had no choice but to reveal everything to me, to try and sway me to their side. I guess they were just that desperate. After all, I was the only adult who Toshiro-kun confided in. I don't think he'd spoken to his parents about it once. So yes, that's why there was never any objective evidence of bullying. It wasn't like I had a mind to record our conversations. And I hadn't personally witnessed it either. The school attorney saw fit to remind me that the law says innocent until proven guilty. And if I couldn't produce tangible evidence, then I shouldn't be accusing Mikoshiba-kun.
So it was witness tampering. That is, they coerced you into false testimony?
Yes.
It must have been incredibly hard on you.
What I should have done was told the truth regardless. But what else could I have really done for him? Some days I just don't know. As much as I've tried to convince myself I did everything I could for him, I can never fully believe it.
So what happened to the teacher who covered all this up?
He transferred to another school. God, to think he's still standing at a podium somewhere.
That's unfortunate.
Even so, I don't have the right to place the blame solely on him.
Wait, where in this story did Ahara definitely find out that Mikoshiba was a bully? It wasn't clear at the trial whether he could really bring himself to kill a person.
Maybe, but in that case, Mikoshiba's bullying of Toshiro, or those questionnaires getting discarded. Have you ever told anyone else?
No. I've been silent. Yagami-san. You know what? Back when I was a student in high school, I witnessed bullying firsthand. There was this kid. My classmates pushed him too far. And one day he just jumped off the roof.
Off the roof?
By some miracle, he survived the fall. And he's been in a coma for the last 13 years. Nobody knows if he'll ever wake up. His name is Mitsuru, and he may never open his eyes to the world again. His mom watches him, but she works full-time. She's a higher-up in the government.
I'm sorry to hear it.
The worst part is that his teacher knew. He even talked to the bullies about it. But all he said was, don't overdo it. But afterward, the public eviscerated him. He had to quit his teaching job. And yet, for poor Toshiro-kun, nobody was held responsible at all. And that includes me.
But if anyone was going to take responsibility for that, Mikoshiba should have been first in line. I'm sure Ihara-san must have thought the same thing.
You know what I wanted to be as a kid? I was so innocent, I wanted to be a teacher. And after Mitsuru-kun's tragedy, I felt practically obligated. And still, I just let history repeat itself.
I think I have a clearer picture about what happened 4 years ago, and I'm ready to interview Ahara. I should go back to Yokohama 99 and get some rest. Indeed. I think she needs some time by herself. I should let her be. But will she be in trouble now that she told him all that stuff? Because she was threatened not to tell. Holy moly, man. Hope she doesn't get killed, you know. Wait, where the hell? Oh, down the stairs, man.
Yagami-san.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Yep, outside counselor for the MRC at your service.
Yagami-san.
And congrats on that, Yagami-san. Definitely better than being on Sis's bad side. She must have really laid into you, huh? She was all worked up the day before, ranting about busting that pervert.
I guess so.
Yeah, I almost ended up on the front page of the papers as some kind of high school creeper, thanks to
I'm
her.
sorry.
I also apologise for that.
By the way,
So, Amasawa, you wanted to talk to me about something?
Yes.
Yes, there's a rather nasty rumour going around, and we were hoping you could help us with the investigation.
Well,
As a matter of fact, there's a possibility that the sugar baby incident is actually related to this rumour. I suppose I also do my duty as an advisor. But to hear Amasawa's talk about this urban legend.
Yagami-san.
Somewhat recently, a large number of Ijincho teens have began engaging in illicit behaviour. All these delinquency issues are flying under the radar without any authority. Figures catching wise so far, which is surprising considering they rarely run the gamut. Shoplifting, smoking, sugar babies, street racing, gambling, phone calls, phone scams. Even more surprisingly, many of these cases are otherwise reputable students who decided to break bad out of the blue, almost simultaneously. That is rather strange. The most intriguing part of the rumor, though, is that a single individual has enabled this criminal activity.
Huh?
You mean there's a mastermind behind it all, or something? At least in effect, if the rumor is accurate, someone is leading these students down a dark path. Word is getting to the point that the sole person appears to be some entire source of all this. Seems to be the entire source of all this delinquency.
oh,
Sounds almost like some kind of urban legend. Apparently, the Serio High students refer to him as the Professor. The what? The Professor. I like to believe it's a reference to Sherlock Holmes' greatest nemesis, Professor James. What's that? Moriarty. He masterminded all sorts of criminal acts throughout London. In his debut story, he's referred to as the Napoleon of crime.
In other words,
But perhaps it would be more accurate to refer to our own professor as the Napoleon of delinquency.
so to sum it up,
This is fascinating stuff, but you said it's all just rumour so far, right?
no.
Well, the reoccurring themes in these rumours are specific enough to make me think there's something to learn.
Well,
Apparently, there's a secret website run by the professor that only Serio students can access. I've identified some students who admit they know of the site, but they're not exactly opening up to me any further. Oh, a secret website, huh? What's it supposed to be? Some kind of message board? I've always heard those wind up turning into pits of anonymous hate. Nothing but places for police to get their kicks.
yes.
Likewise, however, there's apparently a unique feature of the professor's website that's gotten the students' attention. What kind of unique feature? Well, when students write posts stating their desire or something, it sounds like the professor appears and grants their wishes.
unbelievable.
Grants wishes? That's absurd.
No.
May I remind you, this is only a rumour, but I imagine if some of the wishes are for answers on tests or ways to make easy money or to get revenge on certain individuals. Okay, this is starting to sound a little more like a case than an urban legend, but it's still awful hard to follow.
Yes.
Yes, but it sounds dangerous enough to merit investigation, considering the hooligans that the professor seems to surround himself with. This is someone no high schooler should turn to for assistance. I'm more for crying out loud. I didn't even mean to come in here.
I see.
Oh, so he's got hooligans. That complicates things.
Hey,
What's hooligan? The kind of punk who pulls scams and runs shady businesses. Sort of like the Yakuza, but without any of the rules or discipline. They can be a lot worse to deal with. Anti-gang laws don't apply to them, so they're hard to sweep up. More and more of them are popping up ever since Tojo and the Omi disbanded.
right.
Well, I had no idea.
Well,
On a related note, I've heard that the dance club's sugar baby nearly got caught up in a dangerous situation, but some large, vulgar men suddenly appeared and offered her protection. Apparently, they were sent to serve as her enforcers. I'm surprised you know what they're called. I've read a lot of books. At any rate, considering the range of criminal activity we've already discussed, I imagine the hypothetical operation in Egen show would be quite a lucrative one.
If I were to guess...
In fact, it could very well be lucrative enough for someone to decide it's worth capitalizing on, perhaps with the use of a mysterious frontman. Okay, so all the talk about the professor might just be a smokescreen to let these thugs run their schemes. That exactly sounds more plausible.
Yes.
You see now, from the right perspective, this urban legend actually appears rather mundane. Oh my god, it's all good for now. Amasawa, I think I've got a solid grasp of the situation. Do you need anything new from me? Or should I just keep at it with the dance club for now?
Yes.
No, please just continue your efforts, thank you. In the meantime, I'll keep after the professor rumors and sniff out anything useful. I know you already have your hands full, but depending on what I hear, we may need you to infiltrate other communities as well. Sure, let me know when you need. Oh, and by the way, there's an app I recommend you download if you're going to be getting more involved. What is that? It's a scheduling system for tracking your activities and responsibilities. It seems popular amongst teachers who are also club advisors. I imagine it'll do you some good considering your increasing involvement in school life. Amasawa said that she wanted to talk to me about a case that's potentially even worse than the sugar baby incident. Guess I'll pop in when I have time.
Now that you mention it.
By the way, Yagami-san, I heard from the chairman that you have a lawyer's license. Yeah, although I'm not practicing anymore. What about it?
No.
Oh, nothing. It's just that the thought of almost accusing a lawyer of being a voyeur gives me the shivers. Think I could sue for defamation? Please don't. Well, is that enough now? Man, I didn't even mean to come in here. Holy moly, man. How do I get out of this place? This is the way out. God damn it, man. God damn it, man. Alright guys, that will do it for this part. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and comment, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and help me rise.